feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like you could tell, they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
They'll run the hot hand. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Wants to go up top. Release to the back. Makes the grab. He'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed. And it's a big chunk play in the pass.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play call? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Back to pass on second down. He's going to go into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that team.
So SMU's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now just making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, dude. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots. And
he lost one down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Mustangs will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's Beckham. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
This guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive. Finally going back to him again. This time, they don't look up. He's a guy that needs to touch the football often. And I think this...
Got enough for the first. 20. And he's got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, You're seeing a complete effort right now by this football team. Their offense has been doing their part, scoring points. They've got a big lead, and the defense right now is just shutting the opponent out. So good against the run and so athletic, and they have the ability to rush the passer. As you saw right there, getting the sack. We're only in the first quarter, but they're right now winning this game in all three phases.
Throwing right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold on. Okay.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Mustangs will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark it down. From the gun, running back on the move. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He now has 106 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that.
And we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they ran the option and just hit you in the mouth. But, you know, football's involved, and that's the one thing about this offense. Can they keep their physicality and assert their physicality? The good Oklahoma teams are physical.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Gets it out quickly. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
To throw, it's Beckham. Under fire. And complete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They'll go to the counter. There he goes. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Easy. Might as well give it to him again. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score.
All right, defense. It ain't working. All right? We're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Thanks to grab. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. The Sooners are threatening in the red zone. Quarterback may change this route. Lost the fire on second down. Firing to the right, complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Sooners lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Powers through the defender. Touchdown Sooners! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20 to nothing, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The SMU
like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield, it's Singh. He's got an open man. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they go to 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's picked up and he's thrown a dozen of them. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, teams that play cover one at an elite level have an elite guy in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground.
Takes it the other way. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. On the ready? So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Easy. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man on the right. Open space at the 25. He strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment beat dang. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this 1st half as good as you possibly can.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, ready? The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down. To throw. It's complete. He snagged it, and he stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Mustangs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The play action fake. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. For just a second, let's take a big picture view of SMU. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, we're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that pedal to the floor to be the best team we can be.
So now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Singh. Fires the whistle. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Let's go! From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Complete downfield. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. The Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. He wants to throw it again. Looking for the end zone. Mustang. That's the way you finish your drive and put up points.
Man, nice job getting the passing game. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this 2nd half, we can airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Sooner offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same
short to keep this drive moving. They'll give it to the back. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. They're going to need better effort.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown Sooners. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take it in. This drive will start at the 25. The SMU offense is heading back onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here. Cut into this deficit. Create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
And he surges out to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Looking for a man. It's Singh. Throws for the tight end. Complete in the middle. And once he got open space, the band stop playing.
Oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll go to the ground. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Looking to throw on first down. Moving out of the pocket. On the move, he fires. Downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. To the air on first down. He'll pull it down and run. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. The Sooners want to crank the tempo. Back to throw time, running short in the half. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got it along the sidelines. Foot inbounds, and it's a first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
And the Sooners with the 1st and 10. Fires to the end zone. It's gone. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Back to throw. It's Beckham. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
deemed it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The give to the back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. That's going to wrap up the first half. Here now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say this has been a fun watch so far in Dallas. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the ballers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Gerald J. Ford Stadium.
He'll put total weather and get this second half started. And he'll just take him to end this drive. Will start at the 25. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Looking to throw, it's Singh. It's the grab. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. A 1st and 10 for this offense.
Here we go.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Going downfield for the big play. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Sends it back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. He's got some space. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. And the Mustangs are on the move.
Pound 55 weak.
Quick release on the RPO. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Mustangs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Slab.
They'll run it from the gun. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
They'll send the back in motion. Nice man down the middle. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Mustangs will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Across the 25, he's got room. And they'll spread it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
Yeah, this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the of football, and you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Beckham. Pressure coming. Fires downfield. Working the middle. Turning it over. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off a big play.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're down up is working.
And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits. Got it.
And that's a really good job by this defense because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you have an extra blocker because he's not just handing it off and standing. He still did a good job at the point of attack. Kind of strung him around and made him run out of bounds.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we see a little bit more from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, of things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on third down, forcing the fourth down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
He might want another play. On fourth down, looking to pass. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. He'll try to get it in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. On the ready. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just 4 TDs.
Touchdown Sooner! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, ready? Final play of the quarter coming. Player. Toss to the right. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They have a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long through the 28. Motion from the back. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be fourth down. Ready. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted.
And how about that? That's the first INT guarantee for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
29 Philly.
Dropping back, it's Beckham. Just a short pass to the tight end. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Sooners racing to the line in a hurry-up. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. There he goes. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. He'll set up to throw. Trying to barrel that. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. You just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice.
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
The one thing I love about this defense, and they're showing it here in this game, is there's a variety of ways they can get after your quarterback. They can get home with 4, they can get home with 3, or they can blitz guys from all over the field. But they've got athletes with bad intentions, and they've registered a ton of sacks in this one.
Got it.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack.
Easy.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Mustangs send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. That's usually prime return position, but you'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, he's
going to throw deep right side. Grabs it inside the 15. And he'll take it in. Touchdown, Sooner.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Get set. Get set.
Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Get the INT. Nice job by this team.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Read up.
Looking to throw, it's Beckham. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. Ready, break. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got him 1st and 10 inside the 20. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's there to make it a stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. But they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Out of the gun, the inside, hand off to the running back. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Ready. And the Sooners are flying down the field. A 1st down run in the red zone. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
Wide receiver going in motion. Lost the throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. This 3rd interception of the day.
The number 1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
To the air. It's Beckham. Working that left side now.
Got it.
The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down.
Here we go.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quarterback moving. He's going to take off. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the 1st down.
Lofts one high indeed. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. Again, they work on that clock. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Fires left. It's complete. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks great. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. A first down run on the doorstep. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing a playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are